I mean, to me, this is liquid gold, but I'm just really out here trying to decide if other people in this world are looking at this like it's fucking throw up or like it's appetizing. I think it's good.
I look at the scale to see that I'm the heaviest I've ever been. I'm in a job that I absolutely hate, and I spend most of my time playing video games. I have no money, I have no friends, and I really don't have much of a life.
No light, no life, no sound.
I've always been the big guy, the fat kid, the slowest to run, and the last guy picked for the team. I remember having lots of fat kid tropes, like being the most talkative or loud or trying to be funny, always being part of the joke, wearing double shirts or constantly lifting my shirt up to help hide the man bitties. So there's something about hitting the highest weight I've ever been, but not being the same kid anymore that really fueled my fire this time whenever I decided that I wanted to start fitness. I've been on fitness kicks before, but they always die out or I'm missing some part of the puzzle till I fizzle out. So I walk into my nearest gym and start going regularly. 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. I'm just kidding. My start was a bit more gradual than that.
Take a walk.
Walking is a magical thing. Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to improve your mental health? Do you want to build cardio all at the same time? Walking with purpose is a great introduction into fitness and really at any point. The more you can walk and be active in general, then the more calories your body will burn on average. So it seems cliche to say, almost like I shouldn't even mention it, but you'd be surprised how many people don't implement walking into their daily routine. And this shit is not easy. I had a hard time with just trying to get 15 minutes.
So, this is me with the bear on my back trying to make it to the end. This shit only takes like 15 minutes, man. I'm just walking it. But by the end of the loop, oh God. Shee.
After a couple of weeks to a month of doing home workouts, I started going to the gym. But I wanted a bit more direction at the time. It wasn't really, like, it's not necessary, but I'll say that having a trainer this time around may have been one of the biggest contributors to my success in the last 6 months. So it really just gives you a solid direction of where you're going and someone to bounce questions off of whenever you really need to ask them. So it's really helped me out. And I mean, I don't think it's a coincidence that this is the time that it's worked, like this endeavor into getting fit again. You know, the time that I get a trainer is the time that I get results. So, you know. Here I'm showing you guys the paper that we wrote up whenever I started my fitness journey with my trainer. So the times are subjective, so you can change that to what you like. But the general idea behind this is that we do 30 minutes of fasted cardio in the morning, and then we have our first meal. And we try to keep our protein, carbs, and fats towards the beginning of the day. Then you'll see that I have another meal, and then I work out and have a protein shake, so a post-workout shake. Then a little bit later, we have like a snack or another meal, and then we have dinner, and then we have a night snack, which is like almonds. It says almonds, hot tea, and then the optional walk after dinner, which I never did. So basically, we would have about 4 to 5 meals a day, and then a shake. Every couple hours, so like every 3 hours or so. It says here each meal has 6 ounces of protein. First 2 meals should include some sweet potato or carb with meat, and then the last 3 meals is 1 cup of veggie with meat. So in the morning we would have most of our carbs, and I would actually eat no carbs outside of the veggies later in the day. The idea was to eat most of my carbs before my workout or in the beginning of the day, whenever you use most of your energy, and then not eat so much at night, whenever you are not so active. Now that we know the general structure of what our meals should be looking like, then we just plug and play the carbs, fats, and protein that you like to include in your diet. It could be things that you already are eating, or maybe things that you'd like to include. So to sum it all up, we should be having about 4 to 5 meals every day. You should be having 6 ounces of protein, 4 to 6 ounces of protein with that meal. And we are trying to get most of our fats and carbs that are not vegetables in the beginning of the day versus the latter half of the day, depending on when you work out. If you're a person that works out later in the day, then we try to shift most of our carbs and fats towards later in the day. And if you do it in the morning, midday, then we try to do it in the first half of the day.
I mean, to me, this is liquid gold, but I'm just really out here trying to decide if other people in this world are looking at this like it's fucking throw up or like it's appetizing. I think it's good.
It's goals right there, bro. Goals. Future me. Look at that. Physique. The V line. The drop bone. The Fabio hair.
So basically the ending part of this video here is we're talking about trusting the process. Take a lot of pictures and trust the process. Remember that this is about building sustained healthy habits and building on top of them. So, once we start becoming more aware of what and when we are feeding our bodies, that's step 1. Then we can start tracking our calories and aiming for a caloric surplus or deficit, depending on goals. That's step 2. And then once we start tracking, we can continue to deal with the macro split and the calories that we're eating in order to adjust for goals. That's step 3. And then same thing with fitness. We start doing whatever. Get out every day and start doing something physical 5 days a week at least. So 5 days a week, ride your bike, take the dog out, play a game of basketball, whatever it is, but do something every day. Once we can finally, start doing something every day and getting into the hang of things, then we start committing an hour a day to the gym with a plan. So once we can do an hour a day in the gym with a plan, and we could do that for a little while, then we adjust every 6 weeks. So now that we've been going to the gym for an hour every day and looking at our nutrition every day and tracking every day, we can then start adjusting our diet as well as our workout plan to the goals that we want to do. But this is basically how we start. It's just the building blocks. So